I have made over $250,000 on Amazon over these last 30 days. And the crazy thing about it is that this number came from just 2 brands. And as you can see, let me go ahead and refresh this actual listing page so you can see that these numbers are actually real. You can see $258,000. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what these products are, but I'm also going to show you the exact frameworks I've used to be able to scale strategically, because it's not very hard if you understand the Amazon game. And I'm also going to go ahead and show you what I think in the future Amazon holds, because if we can go ahead and take advantage of what Amazon is doing right now, we will be years ahead of our competition. But let's go ahead and see what products am I selling that's contributing to this amount. Well, the first one is this running chest pack. As you can see, I have a bunch of different variations for this chest pack, which is going to play a key role in what I'm going ahead and explain in this video. I'm also going to go ahead and show you that second product, which is this weighted vest. Again, you can see different variations for this actual weighted vest. So what do I want to discuss here? Well, you can see that I'm going to go over a few different steps of how I was able to scale these brands strategically, because it's not the only brand I own on Amazon. I also own a shoe cleaning brand. I also own a lumbar support pillow brand, and I'm also launching different brands because now I really understand and can hone in on my skills to basically scale any type of product or brand in the future if you know how to identify these key points. And again, the very last slide is my prediction for Amazon FBA in 2025 and beyond. And if you're a new Amazon FBA seller or a small Amazon FBA seller or someone that's looking to go ahead and scale their business, this can be very beneficial to you, because if you can execute these steps here, you're going to be years ahead of your competition. So let's go over what we're going to go over in this video. The first thing is product research is wrong. Right? Traditional product research says avoid competition and saturated markets. The thing is that if you are not in a saturated quote unquote market, you will never be able to scale to these numbers. Why? Because there is a stunt to your growth. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are in a saturated market, you have a better chance of going ahead and succeeding. So let's go ahead and kind of dive into this, right? So if I look up deodorants for women on Amazon, you can go ahead and see it's very high demand and high competition. And what you learn on YouTube a lot of times when it comes to product research is that you want to stay far away as possible for this actual niche. Well, what about if we dig in a little bit deeper and we position ourselves differently? Let's say we still want to come out with a deodorant, but we want to go ahead and kind of position and target in a way where maybe there is not a lot of demand. Well, that's where deodorant for chafing comes in, right? There's still high demand and high competition, but we're actually going ahead and filling in a market gap that actually will make sales. And how do I know this? Well, there is a bunch of quote unquote new sellers that are still killing it when it comes to Amazon FBA. This one just being 2 years ago, this one just being in 2024. Right? So you can see that there are still new players in this game that are launching and having success on Amazon FBA, which is against the grain of what people on YouTube are going ahead and discussing when it comes to product research. So out the way, right? So in my example, niching down, right? For the chest pack, we ran ahead and started running Marathon Essentials. And if you type in Marathon Essentials onto Amazon, you will see that it's very competitive and there's a bunch of different types of products. But we were able to go ahead and sub-niche down to chest packs. Same thing with weighted vests, right? Calisthenics is something where people want to go ahead and work out with body weights, and we niched down to weighted vest and was able to be successful in that niche. And another example is I have a student that's making around $50,000 per month in revenue in a too competitive niche, which is pomade, which again, pomade is extremely competitive. There's a bunch of different quote unquote big brands in this niche, and we were able to go ahead and segment and target a different type of demographic. And he's killing it on Amazon FBA with a singular product, right? And now we can go ahead and use all these other techniques that we're gonna go over in this video to better help him scale efficiently without him burning through a bunch of money, right? So again, the key takeaway here are riches are in the niches. Specialized products are going to win. And you can see this in the real world, right? You can go to a regular doctor for your checkup and they get paid a certain amount. But let's say something is wrong with yourself, right? Let's say a pain point that there is, you're going to go to a specialized doctor. And now those people are going to make way more money because we kind of understand the pain point of our customer. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. So price is not sensitive if you solve a real pain point. Again, the example of a doctor. If you have a certain pain point, or illness, or anything like that, broken bone, you're gonna go see a specialist, and that specialist is gonna make a lot more money than the general doctor, right? Same thing applies when you're coming out with the products. If you're able to identify a specific pain point in your actual customer and your product is perfect for that pain point, you're going to make a lot of money. So again, saturated markets are great because they have demand. Position yourself differently to win. So I hope this is making sense. So again, this is taking product research that you've learned in the past with Amazon FBA and kind of tilting it on its head, because I feel like those type of YouTube videos and tutorials are really inefficient and what's hurting Amazon FBA sellers. Okay. Next, let's say you have that product. Now stop trying to quickly build a brand. And this is what I went ahead and got stuck with so many different times. You see, when I came out with a product for Maverick or for Factory Lace or for any other brand, my whole thing was I'm going to come out with so many different other products because everybody loves this niche. And I see competitors coming out with all these other products, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Well, most sellers try and build a brand around one product or around that one product really, really soon. So for instance, for Maverick, I came out with the chest pack, I came out with the weighted vest, and then I quickly turned into side bags, duffel bags, and different types of products, right? Along the ranges of different bags. So if obviously this chest pack works, maybe this side bag, maybe this sling bag, maybe this fanny bag is gonna go ahead and work as well. Well, I failed every single time. Why? Because I understood the pain point for the chest pack, but I didn't understand the pain points for a fanny pack, a sling bag, a duffel bag, right? So instead, focus on improving conversion rates first. And that's why you see all of my offerings that come for 99% of my sales, we offer variations, different colors, different sizes, different bundles, upsells, downsells. You guys get the picture, right? So we're maximizing traffic and sales before expanding. So we know our conversion rate's good. We know that whenever we drive traffic, we actually make sales. Why not offer the customer different variation options? And that comes from colors, sizes, bundle, and upsells. And once you start increasing your conversion rate, Amazon is going to go ahead and help you as well by ranking organically. And again, I can go deep into this. And I've used this technique to scale for over $12 million on Amazon. Obviously, this is going to be a very long video if I go deeper into that, but go ahead and click on that link in the bio and I'll go ahead and offer you that free Amazon FBA playbook as far as scaling strategically with variations, right? So there's a lot of steps in there. Go ahead and check out that link below if you are interested. But let's say we do this, right? We did steps one, we have a successful product, we went ahead and build around. What do we do next, right? We measure and test everything. You have to know your conversion rate. You have to know your click-through rate. And how do you track this? Well, you can go ahead and use brand analytics to compare the click-through rates with your competitors. And you can also go into Amazon's ad console and you're able to see your category and how your brand matches up with the category average, right? So if your conversion rate is a lot higher or maybe at par with the top people in your category, you're able to scale now with Amazon FBA with advertising. But if you are not up to par, and if you are basically lacking or below average, you have to fix your listing first before you can actually scale effectively. Again, there's a lot of different moving parts when it comes to Amazon FBA, and it'll be a very long video if I go over this, but this is very, very important, right? So if the click-through rate is higher, analyze what they're doing differently. This is basically on your competition with brand analytics, which you can go ahead, everybody has access to if you have brand analytics, if you have brand itself. Okay, but let's say you're number one in your space, right? Because a lot of times by running chest pack, I am number one in that actual niche and I have the best seller badge, which obviously helps with conversion rate as well. Well, what do I do now? I continue to test and replicate top strategies from bigger brands. So now, not only am I going ahead and trying to come up with strategies for my actual categories, I'm looking at different categories in the marketplace and basically seeing what they're doing. A big example of what I do with my business is I copied this brand called Zesty Paws. And Zesty Paws is basically a supplement, treats, different types of products when it comes to your pet, right? Primarily dogs. So they are the top category. They're selling hundreds of thousands of units every single month on Amazon. So obviously they are doing something right. So even though I'm not in that category, I'm taking little nuggets from them to better help my category and my products as well. Right? Because they understand the Amazon game more than anybody else that I know. So I'm going to go ahead and try and replicate everything into my products. And the reason why they're so successful, again, they're in a saturated niche. So me, as a weighted vest and a chest pack, my growth is limited and stunted, right? So I wish I would have known this from the very beginning. But again, what we have to go ahead and use for what we got. We got to use the information that we got. After that, scaling is the easy part. Once the product converts well, scaling is just a matter of PPC and ad strategy. And this is easier said than done. And I'm going to be dropping a full Amazon PPC masterclass in a few days. And it's going to be really in-depth as far as my SOPs when I go ahead and launch a new product, the auto campaigns that I go ahead and launch, the broad, the phrase matches that I go ahead and launch, how I harvest keywords, how I use brand analytics to go ahead and get even more information to put into sponsored brands and sponsored displays. So you can go ahead and see, I'm very excited about this topic. And as you can see, my YouTube channel, you will see my top videos are about Amazon FBA. So go ahead and just subscribe and turn on the notifications just so you can be the first ones to watch it and implement it in your business, because there's going to be so many different nuggets in this PPC video that you're going to want to take action right away for your business. But again, this is only if you have the right conversion rate, you have the right click-through rate, you understand your pain points, because the scaling part, again, is a very easy if you kind of understand everything else. So what is my prediction when it comes to Amazon FBA for 2025 and beyond? Well, I think that big brands and high revenues or reviews won't matter as much. Why do I think this? Well, the future of Amazon is a customer-first marketing. There's going to be no tricks and no hacks. And why do I say this, right? Well, you can already see it with TikTok and YouTube. They show that discovery matters more than a big following. Right? So on TikTok, it doesn't matter how many followers you have. If the content is there to go viral, it's going to go viral. And YouTube is taking the same type of direction where now smaller creators are actually getting more views, getting pushed to the homepage more than Mr. Beast or all these other big creators. Because if you're able to analyze your actual pain points to your viewers, you're going to get more views. There's a reason why in my YouTube channel, I focus on just Amazon FBA sellers and how to scale your Amazon FBA business. If I wanted to get more views, more subscribers, I would just come out with basic e-com type of content where, okay, what are the strategies of going ahead and making money online, right? That would give me a lot of views and that would give me more subscribers, but I don't care about going ahead and doing that. I'm in the trenches of Amazon FBA and I'm only giving out tips and tricks to those of you that are in the actual ecosystem of Amazon FBA. And you guys value that more, in my opinion. Right? So Amazon's going to go ahead and move in that direction. I don't know exactly how Amazon's going to go ahead and do that, but that is going to be the direction moving forward. And why do I say this, right? So obviously it's because other tech platforms are going ahead and doing this, but the new strategy for success is winning brands will be the ones that deeply understand their customers' pain points. So the era of keyword stuffing and ranking hacks is dying. So as you know, when I first started Amazon FBA, there were so many different platforms to go ahead and manipulate your ranking. You can go ahead and give away your product and automatically you'll go ahead and be in the top search engine of Amazon or any type of keyword as long as you gave away enough products. Well, that quickly turned into keyword stuffing, right? Being able to basically manipulate the algorithm of Amazon computers. So if you knew how to index certain photos and if you knew how to go ahead and have all these backend keywords and different types of keyword stuffing, right? You were able to manipulate the algorithm for go ahead and show you in the first page without running much advertising. Well, we're done with that era, I believe, in 2025. And real marketing and branding is going to win. And what I mean by this is that if you are customer first, you're going to win on Amazon. And you can only be customer first if you really understand the pain points of your customer. I had a call with a student of mine and he was saying, well, I don't want to come out with a higher priced item because I'm going to get bad reviews. And I told him, hold on a second. What is your favorite sport? And he said, basketball is my favorite sport. And I told him, okay, well, if you knew basketball inside and out, you would go on Amazon, you would type in basketball and you would see hundreds of different types of basketballs. And you'll see some that range from $5 all the way up to $150, $200. Well, because you understand that you love basketball, you understand that you have a pain point of, hey, I need a basketball for a blacktop, and that's completely different than a basketball that's indoors. If you understand the customer and what they truly want, you would understand that purchasing that $200 basketball is actually more valuable than purchasing that $5 basketball. So I hope this go ahead and makes sense with you guys as well. But again, I feel like I'm rambling on now, but just go ahead, like and subscribe. Only if you're an Amazon FBA seller, because again, I don't want the big subscriber count. I don't want all the views from the wrong audience. I want to stick with Amazon FBA content. And if you're an Amazon FBA seller, please go ahead and like and subscribe. And I'll go ahead and just keep you ahead of the competition with the latest strategies. So subscribe so you don't fall behind. But again, what are your thoughts on this? What kind of content are you looking for me going forward? Because I feel like I'm giving out a lot of free game and I can give out so much free game, but I don't understand what exactly you need as a viewer for your Amazon FBA business. So if you can go ahead and leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. But until next time, guys, peace.